Well, March is here, and also Faux Spring is here, which is why I have a beanie on, sunglasses, gloves, but a t-shirt. Yeah, this is peak time of the year where I get super excited, plant things, and then have much regrets when we get like frost in a couple of weeks or next week or whatever. So I'm holding firm. I'm just going to do a little recap of where we are, make a little list of jobs to be done. So we know we've got the greenhouse to sort out, picked that up last week. That's just sitting over there. We'll have a little look at that in a minute. We'll have a little look in the polytunnel, see how things are doing. Let's do this. Now the pond, I was kind of hoping we might have some frog spawn, but it doesn't appear that we have, which is a shame because it looks very tempting. Got a little solar pump there that's just bubbling away. Why would you not want to have some little frog babies in here? The wildlife camera has gone, and I just found it on the floor, so I should have probably secured it in a better way. It'd be interesting to see if there's been any interested in the robin box whatsoever. Shifting this big huge pile of manure is going to be a top task, because if we don't do something with it soon, we'll just have to store it for next year. And then we've got our greenhouse to think about, so I'm kind of thinking we'll probably put it where the frame is. I came down and cleaned these up the other week, which is good, so these are all ready, and those long thin pieces will make up the base that we can screw it to. So I think I might move some of these frames, lay out the shape of what we're going to do, and then see how much it's going to take to level it. So looking at the potatoes, we're only getting the very beginnings of some chitting happening. So the ones in the bags are just starting to get a little bit there, because they've got a bit of condensation actually from the cold, but hopefully they're okay. Let's go check out the polytunnel. Well, it's a balmy, or it was when I opened the door, 20 odd degrees. So it's saying now 19.3 degrees in here. Faux Spring, as I say, it's warm, but then it's freezing later on. So the leeks, some done early February, some a bit later, all seem relatively happy. The cabbages are looking a little bit leggy, but that's fine. And then the ones that have been in the hot box, so the broad beans, have come on a treat. So I think I might actually plant some of those into pots, keep them in the polytunnel to harden off, and then put them outside. The cabbages we've got in here seem to be doing a little bit better. Well, I say doing a little bit better, they've got a leaf. And then we've got some mixed leaves here, lettuces that again looking a little bit leggy. Yeah, we'll maybe pull those out, and we'll leave the top off this now and see how we go. It was pretty good to get to use the little potting desk thing that me and Rex made in the depths of winter when we were bored. It's got this old sink a little bit underneath for us to all our pots, and then I've got a nice little bucket of compost, which is a mixture of the lovely compost that we've been making, seed compost, you know, from transplanting things, and some of the compost from the polytunnel. So I'm just taking a moment to repot these broad beans because they are only in tiny little modules, and then we'll decide whether we're going to pot them out and risk the frosts and stuff, or maybe keep some in the polytunnel or do a mix. But they've got a really good root structure on that. So, and it's not an ideal seed tray to put beans in because they have a tap root, so they usually like quite a long, a longer module to put them in. But beggars can't be choosers, and they seem okay to me. So we'll just pop them in. Just get a little firm down. There we go. So I think I mean, it'd be nice for them to be outside and get a little bit of strength from the wind and so on. So I'll have a little think about this. I think we've got about 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. We've got about 25 plants, which is more than enough. So I'm kind of tempted to go with 12 out, 12 in. That space behind is where we had them that we planted in just before Christmas and so on. And they got absolutely wrecked by the snow and the frost. It was just too much for them. So aquadulce, the ones that you want if you were doing early ones. If you haven't done those, probably better to wait and plant in the spring. So let's get these done. And look, and there's the perfect example of the taproot. That's a proper root, isn't it? So we'll let it fill up this pot, and then we'll plant them out properly later on. But for now, a little bit more room to grow.